Hey everyone, it has been a hot minute since I have done a book haul because I am definitely a digital reader these days for the most part, but when I see a good deal and pretty covers I just cannot resist. I was definitely on a contemporary kick when I ordered most of these, you will see why, and there are two others that are just so pretty that I really wanted to haul that I got a couple of months ago, but I hadn't bought books until I got this last lot in, so let's just do it. I first saw this book when I was searching for, funnily enough, Dreamology up there. It was one of the keywords that was in the synopsis on iBook and it popped up and I thought, wow, that looks like a really cool book. I might as well grab a physical copy just because the ebook versions of Dreamology and this one were expensive, and on Book Depository they're a good price. So I got it, and that is The Soul Searcher's Handbook, and it is the modern girl's guide to the new age world, and it's just really cool. It's a lot of little things that you can read, so you can put water by your front door for feng shui, things like that. I thought it was cool. I really liked it. Body balance, introduction to your journey about becoming a more spiritual being in the world that we live in. A recommended book was Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell, and I liked the look of that too. It is basically just the same sort of thing, like a modern girl's guide to spirituality and all of that good stuff, and I was feeling like I needed a little bit of that back when I bought them. I haven't read them yet, but I think that the covers are so pretty. I mean, look at them. They're just like, it's kind of an ongoing thing. You'll notice all the books are like really pretty pinks and pastels and stuff. I don't know what my mind's trying to tell me. And then these books started arriving maybe 2 weeks ago, and I actually read one of these books and it was mentioned in my previous video, my August wrap up, and I'm going to be doing a review on it, and that is Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Gornell. I'm not going to say too much about this because, like I just said, I am going to review it, but it is about a girl named Nora who has severe agoraphobia, and a boy moves in next door and things start to change, so look out for that one. It'll be up soon, hopefully. The next book I have had on my wish list for a really long time, and it was just super cheap. I think it was like $4 or something, and I really loved the cover, and that is The Great Gatsby. I just thought it was a cool cover. I have heard Eleanor from Eleanor Reads Books, who I mention pretty much in every single video because I love her, I think she's fabulous, mention this, and this was one of her favourite reads of the year, and it was a really good price, and they have changed the cover. I believe she was sent an arc of it, but I do like this one as well, and it's called Paper Butterflies by Lisa Heathfield, and it is about a girl named June who is severely abused by her stepmother and her stepsister, and her dad doesn't even know what's going on, and then she meets a boy named Blister, and it sounds really intense. Eleanor said that she cried throughout it, and it just sounded really amazing, and I just was feeling something like this, and it was also a good price, and it's a pretty cover. I know, but I have really high hopes for this one. I think that it's going to be absolutely fantastic because I really trust Eleanor's recommendations. This is another case of recommended books on the Book Depository checkout, and it was Faceless by Alyssa Shanmel, I think it's pronounced. This is about a girl named Macy. She is out running and she has an accident. I think that she's struck by lightning and her face is partially destroyed, and there is a book that I read years and years ago called Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk, and it's an adult book and it's way different than that, but the main character in that also has half of her face gone, so I am interested to kind of see like why I'm into books like that, and that sort of attracts me to it because that's one of my favorite books. But Maisie in this book, she is getting a face transplant, but how do you live a life when you can't even recognize yourself anymore? And it just sounded really good, and a pink cover. Pink is my favorite color, I can't help it. And then lastly, I bought a trilogy. I have actually read maybe half of the first book. I borrowed it off my friend's little sister and I gave it back because I found that it was becoming quite intense, and I just finished reading some other books that were quite heavy in mental health, so I decided that I needed to take a step back from it. But I definitely love the concept of these. They sound absolutely fabulous, and once again they're a good price. It's called the Spinster Trilogy, that's what it's like officially called. So this is Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne, and this is about a girl named Evie, and she has severe OCD, diary entries, like, so she has the OCD, and this is the thing, like the recovery diary. So it's written down like what she's doing. She's lowering her medication, trying to get back into life, and then she has, in this book, she has a friend, I think her friend's name is Jane, and Jane has basically lost herself to her boyfriend. She's just become one of those girls who like doesn't see her girlfriends anymore, and she thinks that's a bit shitty of her, which it totally is. And she also meets Amber and Lottie, who were her friends Lottie was her friend in maybe primary school, like when she was very young, and she reconnects with them and she thinks that it's fantastic, but she wants to kind of hide her mental health stuff. So that's a bit sad. So it's sort of just a coming of age type tale. I love that. And then the next two books, so this one's from Evie's point of view. This one's from Amber's point of view, and that is called How Hard Can Love Be? What's a Girl Gotta Do? And this is Lottie's book. So it's kind of almost like in the vein of like an Anna Lola Isla trilogy type thing with the intersecting stories, characters that will pop back up again. But I have heard that it's really amazing. They're very feminist and fabulous and appropriate for girls to be reading and empowering and stuff. So I am very, very excited to get to those. And yeah, I just think that they're going to be really great to read. The reason that I wanted to film this book haul as well is that I kind of want to rearrange my shelves a little bit. So by the time these are put away, you'll be seeing the new books up there, and I'm really excited to do that because it's been a while. This has kind of been there for a long time. So having a little bit of a change of look should be good. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books, guys, if you have any interest in reading any of them, what I should read first. If you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again soon. Bye.